Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Casey and I like to talk about fitness and beauty and a few things in between. So if that sounds like your jam, hit that subscribe button and keep on watching. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about mindset. I feel that throughout my life I've gone through some things that have really influenced my fitness journey and my mindset and the way that I view my body and myself, and I'm willing to be open and to talk about them in hopes that it reaches someone who feels the same way or who is going through or has gone through the same things that I have, just in hopes that it makes them feel seen and it makes them feel heard, it makes them feel understood, it makes them, at least I hope that it helps them see that there's more, because when you are in a deep dark place of having bad body image or a full-blown eating disorder, it's a very lonely place to be. It's a very dark place to be, and given my experiences and where I am today, I'm very proud of myself being where I am today, and if I'm able to talk about it openly and hopefully help someone overcome and to be in the place that I am at today, that would be the ultimate goal for me. So with that being said, for anyone that isn't aware, I had struggled with an eating disorder growing up, and then even after recovery I struggled with feelings and habits when it came to food and exercise and my body, and it took a long time to overcome that. And then coupled with that, I do also have fibromyalgia, which is a very separate issue, not to necessarily link one to the other, but I feel that everything, all of them have really influenced my fitness journey, and that's mostly what I want to talk about today. Today's video, I wanted to talk mostly about body image, and I think the way that the media kind of skews our body image when it comes to a workout routine. Okay, so the story behind what kind of brought me to this idea that I wanted to talk about today was throughout my entire fitness journey life, I have structured my workouts in a Monday through Sunday format. And within that 7 days, I wanted to do X number of workouts. I wanted to hit legs this many times, I wanted to hit upper body this many times, I wanted to do cardio this many times, and it was always within that 7-day period. And from the end of the week, it was almost like a deadline. Like if I hadn't done X number of workouts by this date, I was like falling behind and almost failing in a sense. And that's just such an unnecessary way to feel when it comes especially to your fitness and to your body. And I don't know why we do. I mean, I do know why we do that. It makes sense, right? Because when you enter the workforce, you are put into a work schedule where you're working so many hours per week, a week being, Monday through Sunday usually. So when you're put into the workforce, that is the way that they structure your workload. So it makes sense. Not saying that a Monday through Sunday fitness routine program, whatever you want to call it, is wrong or bad or anything. I just think that we get stuck in that mindset. At the start of this year, it was actually a few weeks before quarantine, I had decided to totally restructure the way that I have always worked out. Rather than following a Monday through Sunday workout routine, I decided to follow 3 days on, 1 day off. And within that 3 days, I wanted to do 1 upper body, 1 lower body, and then my 3rd day was kind of like a free day. If I wanted to do a total body workout, if I wanted to do some sort of cardio, if I wanted to do active recovery and core, whatever I wanted on that 3rd day, and then the 4th day was rest, and then the 3 days would start over again. Or the 4 days, whatever you want to call it. And I have really been enjoying that, and it actually did a lot for the way that I viewed myself. I actually started to see myself more as an athlete rather than a body, which is the premise of this whole video. Is I want to share with you one thing that has really helped me overcome disordered eating and poor body image is to stop viewing myself as a body or linking my identity to my body. I think that is such a huge thing that I can't even describe to someone if you have never struggled with body image issues. Being able to step away from that sort of thinking and to instead see myself and feel myself as an actual athlete really transformed the way that I view my workouts and the way that I view myself. And I have never been more motivated and excited about my workouts, I think, ever before. I have been feeling better. I have been seeing progress in a different way, and I really like it, and I just want to share this with you because it comes back to the way that we structure our workout routines in a way that I have bought a few workout routines from other coaches and fitness professionals before, and they always do follow that 7-day format for the most part, which again is not necessarily wrong. It's actually very simple if you're looking for just a simple follow along workout routine that works for a lot of people. It didn't work for me, and I'm going to tell you why. So whether it is because I have fibromyalgia and I need to be more diligent about my recovery than most, I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I am in my 30s now.
And I'm just fucking tired.
Okay, like when I can start off my Monday workout, my 7-day stretch, really good. Say Monday I hit legs, yes, feel great. Tuesday I hit upper body, still feeling good. Wednesday maybe my active recovery. Thursday maybe I'll do legs again. Come Friday I'm like, I'm getting tired, all right? And so it comes to where I will either enter my 4th, 5th workout of the week with like 60% because that's all that I have in me to give. So I will either half-ass it or I will kind of restructure my week so that I can have another rest day. And anyway, in the end, it always seemed to work out that either one of my workouts wasn't a good workout at all. Like either it didn't make me feel good, it felt really forced and uncomfortable. In the long term, it wasn't ideal for making progress for me. So that coupled with me personally, my real job is very physically demanding. It's not uncommon on a busy night for me to walk anywhere from 7 to 9 miles in an 8-hour shift, all while pushing very heavy equipment. So I will start the day with an intense workout, and then I'll go into work. I work evenings, so my work shift, say it's a busy night, I will do this physically demanding job for 8 hours, come home, sleep, and the next day expect myself to do another intense workout. And then to have to work another shift again, which could be another busy shift, I never know. And I just found myself really tired and really burnt out and unmotivated to work out. I wasn't enjoying my workouts anymore, but yet I wanted to keep myself on this 7-day plan because that was how I was going to make progress. That's how you make progress in the fitness world, right? What the hell is that? Oh. That was annoying me. And even though I am a certified personal trainer, I know better. I know my body's boundaries. I know the signs of overtraining and what to do to properly recover, what a healthy workout routine looks like, but yet I still found myself having to work out in this 7-day format. And I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore because in the end I just felt like it was setting me up for failure. Because again, I would do great the first part of the week, and then towards the end, especially I work every other weekend, so come Friday when I have to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if it happens to be busy shifts, my workouts for the end of the week were either not good or they didn't happen. Or they didn't happen the way that I had them planned. And I understood that these circumstances would arise and that I wouldn't be able to do my workouts as planned. I didn't necessarily see it as
oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my progress.
I didn't see it necessarily like that, but it still gave me a sense of failure in my head. And that's not good. That's not right. And I didn't want to feel like that, and I feel like I can't be alone in this. And then in today's world, you couple that feeling that we put on ourselves, and then you go online on Instagram or Facebook, whatever, and you follow these people that, for me, I follow a lot of fitness-related accounts, and they are all killing their workouts Monday through Sunday, and then on top of that, they all have their own businesses that they're killing it. They're all making thousands and millions of dollars, and I'm just like stuck here, even though I know that Instagram only sees what people want us to see, that it's not always truthful, that you don't know the real story behind the pictures. It's still that part of you that's like, but what if it's real? I want to be like that. It just sort of strengthened that feeling of failure that I had already put on myself. Like, I can't do it, but everyone else can. Why can't I? So since adopting this new workout structure, it has interestingly really changed the way that I view my body also, and it's really opened my eyes to what my personal fitness philosophy is and what I want for myself throughout fitness. I think another thing that I really personally struggled with, and that I wonder if a lot of other people do also, is that In following these fitness accounts or even reading fitness magazines, I feel like there's two very specific physiques. You're either really, really lean and chiseled, defined, toned, if you will, or you are really muscular and athletic. And I feel like if you don't fall in one of those two categories, you don't really fit, you don't really belong, you don't fit in. And for me, I really struggled with that. As I said, I struggled with an eating disorder, and anorexia specifically, and at my lowest point I was 86 pounds. So that part of me was chasing that ideal toned look. That was what the media made it out to be, made the ideal body to be, and so in my mind that is what I wanted. And then on the other spectrum, later in life, early 20s, I started chasing more of the muscular physique, and that was a lot of fun. That was when I had first had gotten my gym membership and was really started to experiment and become structured with my workout routine. I had actually written a workout routine that I followed the same workouts and was actually tracking my progress, and I had gotten relatively muscular for my frame. So I was on this journey to build muscles. I wanted big shoulders, I wanted the big lats, all the muscles, and I was doing okay, but I think because of just my body type, and also I was still struggling with disordered eating, so I'm sure I wasn't eating, I know I wasn't eating enough, I wasn't feeling myself properly, I wasn't recovering properly. So all those factors, I think, definitely worked against me, and I believe that is today why now I struggle with some of the shoulder issues that I do. I think ultimately that's what led to I reached a place of burnout here a couple years ago, which then led to me developing symptoms of fibromyalgia. Again, that's a pretty long story for a different video. So for me, I kind of felt torn, like I didn't know what my fitness goals were, because I feel like my body image was skewed by the way that media idealized certain body types. And again, like I said, I didn't really feel that I fit in either. I didn't want to be super lean because I was attracted to the more muscular body type, especially in the upper body. But it just, I don't know, I was just always chasing something that I wasn't sure that I wanted, that I wasn't sure was best for my body. And I feel that's something that a lot of us get stuck into, especially when you find a specific type of workout that you really enjoy. Say it's running. If you are a runner, it's going to be a lot harder for you to build muscle because that's just not the type of training that running supports. And so if you are a runner and you enjoy running, you're an endurance runner, but then you're seeing these pictures, these videos, these clips on social of these people with super big biceps and sculpted shoulders, and you feel like you don't fit in because you don't have that specific body type. Maybe you have thicker legs because you are a runner and you have muscular, strong-ass legs, but then you don't fit into that lean category, nor do you fit into that super ripped category, and so you just feel like you're not fit, you feel like you're not enough. And I, again, come back to, I feel like that's where media is really screwing us up. I feel like fitness has become trendy to the point where we are out of touch with what fitness can actually mean for us. And fitness means moving your body in a way that gets your heart rate up, that keeps you active, and that you enjoy, and that you can see yourself maintaining and doing long term. That's what's going to keep you fit, not following so-and-so's workout program that they're posting daily because that's what you think you should be doing. Basically, when I adopted this new way of working out, rather than looking at it as I need to do these specific type of workouts within this time period for me to maintain a certain level of fitness. When I transitioned to, okay, I'm going to follow this 3-day split, and I'm going to instead more so listen to my body. I'm going to dedicate this day to, building up the strength and fitness in my legs, and then in my upper body the next day, and just listen to my body and let it guide me and tell me what it needs from me on that 3rd day. And then day 4, I'm going to rest and I'm going to live my life in that day. It's really, I don't even know how to explain it or why. It's been an interesting journey for me, and just such a small shift that's really changed the way that I view myself and my fitness routine. It's made me realize that on that 3rd day, I find myself wanting to do more endurance type work and agility type work, speed work, which I think is more suited for my body type. I started out as a runner, and I seem to enjoy that sort of workout more than just strength training. I really like including speed work and endurance work and agility work and more athletic work into my workout routine, and my body seems to really, really respond well to that, and it feels good. I seem to have a lot more energy. I'm excited to do those types of workouts, and they make me feel more like a badass, you know. And when you get done with that sort of workout and you're dripping with sweat and you did something new and different, there's just this sense of badassness that overcomes you, and you just feel good about yourself, and that's what fitness is all about. And the point that I want to make with this video here is that I think we are so led to believe that fitness has to follow this Monday through Sunday format. It has to mean this certain type of workout this many times a week. It has to mean that your body looks a certain way. And with all that thinking, we're being told what fitness is to us. If we aren't able to manipulate our bodies and our lifestyle and the way that our body looks to fit this certain way, then we aren't fit. Then we aren't good enough, which I think leads to the diet mentality and the poor body image issues, and can ultimately lead to disordered eating, the destructive thought patterns and habits that can go along with that. I have always loved working out. So even when I was, struggling the most, when I was anorexic, if you will, I really did like working out, and my goal was never to lose weight. I wanted to be fit, and unfortunately at that time it just something else took over and took me down the wrong path. That has always been my goal. I've always wanted to be fit, and I think I lost touch with that many times throughout my fitness journey for reasons that I'm trying to explain here. But ultimately I feel that I'm in the best place now because I recognize what being fit means to me. And I think that's something that so many of us get out of touch with because of what the media and the fitness industry presents to us as what fitness actually is. We don't learn to give a definition to what fitness means to us. It's just fitness is something that has to fit into your life and has to work with your life. It can't be something that you are trying to work your life around. And so for me, the biggest shift has been me being able to see myself as more than just a body that may or may not have abs, or may or may not have bolder shoulders, or may not have quad definition. For me, being able to see myself instead as an athlete, as I said in, I think it was my running workout video, I really mentioned that I feel, and I say this from my own experience and from talking to other people and just from things that I have read in general, I believe that once you have an eating disorder or you have body image issues to the point where it's disrupting your daily life, I think that you will always struggle with those thought patterns and those habits for the rest of your life. Again, I say that from experience because I still do. Those thoughts are there, I would say regularly, that they pop in there, but I feel confident that I'm in a place now where they're there, but I am well aware enough to know that those are old habits, those are not me anymore. And as I've gotten older and as I have continued to ignore them and continue to follow down the path of a healthier life where I am eating good foods and I am resting my body, I have learned that whatever those thoughts are telling me are false, don't happen, because I am where I am today and I'm still okay. And I hope that doesn't upset anyone or trigger anyone. I should have started out by saying that I am not a professional by any means. I am a certified personal trainer. I am someone who has experience with having an eating disorder and body image issues and over-exercising, and so I speak from experience. And again, I just hope that what I am saying, I feel that I can't be the only one, and my hope is that I can just reach someone who may be struggling, going through some of the same things that I went through, and I hope to be able to reach out to them and to help them see that there is a different way, that there's more to life than just seeing yourself as a body that needs to look a certain way, that needs to stay in the lines. Because as I said, it's a very dark place to be. It's a very scary place to be. It's a very defeating, because you reach a point where every day where you wake up, at least this was what it was for me, every day when I would wake up, my very first thought upon opening my eyes was, I have to work out today. what am I going to do? How does my body feel? Because depending on those answers, upon those questions that I'd asked myself upon opening my eyes, would influence my entire day. It would influence what I wore that day, how I approached people that day, how active I was that day, what I ate that day, which of course would influence how much energy and how I felt physically and mentally that day. It was just, from the moment that I opened my eyes to the moment that I went to bed. And there were a couple of times where I was so sick of that sort of mentality and thinking that and feeling that way that I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, like, is this going to be the rest of my life? Am I going to wake up every single morning for the rest of my life and feel this way and think this? Am I going to have to do this for the rest of my life? It was so exhausting, and it was something that I never felt okay with telling someone else or confiding in someone else, because I knew that it was so, I don't want to say the word obsessive or crazy, because that's not correct. I mean, coming from an outside view, that probably is exactly what it sounds like. But when you are in that mindset, you realize that it's, I'm going to say obsessive because that's the only word that I can think of, but you realize that it's problematic, but you don't care. You don't, yeah, I guess you don't care, because it is what it is, and this is what you feel that you have to do. It's become your comfort. You know no other way. I could go on and on about that, because I feel it's a very unaddressed issue in a lot of ways. Anyway, I said I was going to try to stay on track. The whole point of this video, basically, what I'm here to tell you today is I want you to think about what fitness means to you. What is your definition of fitness? And then with that, I want you to think about how you can incorporate fitness into your life. If you aren't already, I mean, I'm saying this, if you're struggling to find some sort of balance with your fitness routine, how can you incorporate fitness into your life the way that it is today, rather than trying to schedule your life around fitness? I think that is a game changer way of thinking when it comes to your fitness journey or your fitness routine. So I want you to think about that, number one. Number two, I want you to start seeing yourself as an athlete rather than just a body, or tying your identity to your body. I want you to see yourself as a human being with a life, with hobbies, with interests, with skills, with talents, and with the potential to be an athlete. Once you have defined what fitness means to you, make that your mantra and start seeing yourself as an athlete who carries that mantra with them. I looked up what the definition of an athlete is before this video. I just want to share it with you. Is a person who is trained or skilled in exercises, sports, or games requiring physical strength, agility, or stamina. And I want to share with you what the definition of stamina is. Stamina is the ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort. It is the strength and energy that allow you to sustain physical or mental effort for long periods of time. And I just wanted to define those to you, because I think when it comes to physical fitness, when you take time to exercise, whether that be going to the gym and lifting weights, or going for a run, or doing Pilates, the willingness to put in that time and the willingness to continue to exert yourself in that way out of sheer desire or passion, if you will, or enjoyment, that takes stamina. That takes mental stamina to put yourself in that mindset and to be willing to dedicate time to that area and to fit that into your life. Even though some days you might be pressed for time, even though some days you might not always want to do it, you do it for the sake of your health and for the sake of your fitness, and because you know that at the end of the day, that is what is going to keep you feeling like your best self. And that is what an athlete is. Acknowledging that and having those thoughts and doing it anyway, that's what an athlete does. And I know that you do that. I know that you put in the work. I know that you put in the time. I know that you make sacrifices for the sake of your health, for the sake of your fitness. I think once you have a definition of what fitness means to you, it's so much easier to start to come up with goals for yourself. And of course, goals are what are going to keep you motivated throughout your fitness journey. They're going to give you objectives for your workouts. They're going to give you direction. They're going to give you motivation, inspiration, all the good things that are going to keep you going. If you followed me years and years ago when I had my Facebook page, The Nut, I like to go on little mini rants, if you will, now and again, talking about stuff like this. And so being now that I have created a bit of a YouTube channel, I thought, why not record myself? And well, I am realizing that my thoughts are very jumbled, that it's very different to say them verbally than it is to type them out and have time to go back and edit and stuff. So I'm sure as I'm editing this and rewatching this, I will remember things that I want to say, or be like, oh man, I should have made this point clear by saying this. So I just want you to know that this is just something that I have been experiencing myself, something that I had in my mind, something that I wanted to share, because I do think that there has to be other people who are thinking the same, who feel the same, and those are the people that I want to reach out to right now, that I hope find this, and I hope find this helpful. I'm sure I will be back with more little mini rants and like creating conversation with people, so I hope that in putting this video out there, that's exactly what this does. So I think that is all that I have to say today. My mission for you, as I said, are to, one, I want you to define what fitness means to you. Given your lifestyle today, your work, including your work schedule, your family situation, everything that you have going on in your life, what does fitness mean to you? How can fitness fit into your life? What does it mean for you to be fit? Which I want that to also include what sort of physical activities you like to maintain your fitness, which ones you actually enjoy doing, which ones, looking back throughout your fitness journey, have given you the best results. You know, as I said, for me, it has been incorporating more of the agility and speed type work. I really feel like my body responds well to that sort of workout. And then your second objective is, I want you to start seeing yourself as an athlete. I want you to put that label on yourself, because you are an athlete. As I said, you're putting in the work. Whatever sort of workout you're doing, you are making the decision, you are putting in the time and the effort and the stamina to sustain that, because it's important to you, because it's what keeps you feeling your best and functioning your best and living your best life. And at the end of the day, whatever fitness means to you, it should improve your life. It should allow you to live a better, healthier, happier, more enjoyable life. So with that, I think that would conclude this video on an inspiring note. I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you hit that subscribe button so that you come back next time. And until my next video, I hope that you have a great day. So an athlete, according to the dictionary, is a battery dying, hold on. So an athlete, according to, what the hell dictionary was it? Merriam Dictionary? I don't know. So an athlete, according to the dictionary, is a person who, so an athlete, according to, so an athlete, according to the Google Dictionary, is a person who is true. What the fuck was I saying? So being able to, and instead, I don't know if this video is going to make sense at all. I feel like I'm all over the place.